Guys, today we're gonna be talking about trigonometric ratios of sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. It's basically an introduction to trigonometry and how you can use these ratios applicable only to right angled triangles. Okay, so please make sure that your calculator is activated in the right mode, which is the degrees mode. Okay, so a right angled triangle, okay, has the 90-degree angle, okay, and has an angle theta and an opposite side to the angle theta, an adjacent side to the angle theta, and the hypotenuse side, which you've already looked at under the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so theta is a Greek letter, okay, for unknown angles. Okay, so the opposite side is the side that is directly opposite to the angle that you've been given or asked to work out. Okay, so quickly let's go to the sine ratio. Sine theta is the opposite over the hypotenuse. Cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Tan theta is the opposite over the adjacent. How do you remember all these formulas? Okay, there's a very easy way to digest them. Just remember so, ka, toa. So, ka, toa. Make yourself see that it's the same as sine theta is opposite of hypotenuse. There it is. So rather. Cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. That's ka. Tan theta is opposite over adjacent. That's toa. So that SOHCAHTOA mnemonic can help you to easily remember your trig ratios. Okay. So quickly, let's look at application. Okay, we want to make these videos as bite-sized as possible so that you can digest the information and move on to the next job that you're busy with, question that you're busy with. Okay, if you look at this example, you got a 12 centimeter adjacent side to the angle 50 degrees, and if you're asked to calculate that, okay, notice that you cannot use Pythagoras here because you got one side, but you got an angle there, so it means you can use one of the trig ratios. Okay, and how do we go about it? Which one do you use? You got an adjacent side and you want to calculate the opposite side. Adjacent side, you want to calculate the opposite side, and you got the angle, so you use the tan ratio. Okay, so you will have tan 50 is equal to opposite over adjacent. Okay, tan 50 is equal to opposite over adjacent. Okay, and how do you make that subject? You multiply both sides by the denominator, okay, which is the adjacent, which is 12. Okay, so tan 50 is opposite over 12. So the opposite will be tan 50 times 12. There it is, tan theta times 12. Okay, so if you simplify that, tan 50 times 12 should get 14.3 centimeters. Okay, so that's just how you go about applying the trig ratios. Here's another example too. You're given this triangle and they're asked to calculate this length. Okay, so you've got an angle there. You need to calculate the hypotenuse, and you are given the adjacent side to the angle. So you've got a adjacent side and you've got the hypotenuse side. It means you use the cos theta. Okay. So ka toa, remember that. So cos theta is there it is, adjacent over hypotenuse. There it is, cos theta is adjacent over the hypotenuse. So if you simplify that, you should get your answer to equal to 3.45 meters. So depending on which side you are given, okay, and which side it is that you want to calculate, you have to play around with the ratios and find out which one you want to calculate. There are times when you might be asked to calculate the angle. Okay, times when you might be asked to calculate the angle. For example, you're given a right angle triangle with a hypotenuse of 8 millimeters, and the opposite side to the requested angle is 6 millimeters. How do you know if you are to use the trig ratio? It's because it's a right angle triangle. That's the first and prerequisite condition that we need to bear in mind when we're using the trig ratios. So there is the angle that we need to calculate, the opposite side to the angle, the hypotenuse side to the angle. Okay, so obviously you get to use sine theta to calculate the angle. Okay, then your sine theta will be 6 divided by 8.1, which will be 0.74074. Okay, how do you calculate the angle? Okay, if you're using a sharp DAL calculator, you use the function arcsine, okay, which is arcsine, second function sine. Okay, that's how you calculate the angle. Okay, if you're using a slightly different calculator, just Google it or find out from your math teacher. Okay, I'm not so sure, since I'm talking to the world, what kind of calculator are you using? Okay, so depending on the calculator you are using, you find the arcsine to get the angle arcsine theta. So you say arcsine and you type in that figure 0.74074. Your angle should be 47.79. Okay, you'll notice on this calculator we used shift and sine theta. Right, so that's just a video detailing how you apply trigonometric ratios. Okay, brief introduction to trigonometry. You can work out as many problems as you can on trig ratios with 90-degree triangles. Okay, please do. I'll be pitching up some for you on the channel, some questions with trig ratios. Please do remind me. Absolutely free of charge for you, for your convenience, for your studying, for your benefits, okay, for your empowerment. Okay, I'll be rolling out questions and with answers on trig ratios, okay, for you to get started. Okay, but the onus is on you to keep working out more and more problems on trigonometry and mastering the concepts. Okay, for us to keep on rolling these videos, we would appreciate your sponsorship and donations, okay, so that we improve the quality of videos and we can improve the length of the videos, and we can improve the weight of the videos, for the benefit of you, free of charge. Okay, you can donate whatever you have if these videos are benefiting you, and the next person would really appreciate your donations so that we can keep this channel running. Enjoy your studies, and all the best for your June and November examinations. This is the Maths Tutor Online, and this video has been brought to you courtesy of eSchool.